Today, we're diving into some fascinating and lesser-known mysteries about elephants. So, without wasting any time, let's jump right in. Elephants possess one of the longest memories in the animal kingdom, able to recall waterholes and migratory routes for decades. They communicate using infrasound, low-frequency rumbles that travel up to 10 kilometers, often below the range of human hearing. An elephant's trunk contains over 40,000 muscles, giving it both enormous strength and fine motor control. Elephants have been observed holding funerals by gathering around and gently touching the bones of deceased herd members. Their enormous ears not only dissipate heat, but also amplify low-frequency sounds for long-distance communication. Elephants can detect seismic vibrations through their feet, helping them feel distant thunder or even the approach of other elephants. They are among the very few animals, along with great apes, dolphins, and magpies, that recognize themselves in mirrors. In both the wild and captivity, elephants have been documented using tools, for example, manipulating branches to swat flies. At Berlin Zoo, one Asian elephant famously used a water hose as a shower tool, a behavior that astonished researchers. Studies have revealed that the pattern of wrinkles on an elephant's trunk can indicate whether it is a left trunker or right trunker. Elephants boast a highly complex neocortex. Their brain folds, gyri, are so elaborate that their intelligence is compared with that of primates and dolphins. They display clear signs of empathy, often comforting distressed companions with gentle trunk touches. Male elephants enter a period called musth, during which their testosterone levels can skyrocket by up to 60 to 140 times, radically changing their behavior. Musth in elephants has been recorded in ancient texts, over 3,000 years old, and is even thought to have occurred in extinct mammoths. Elephants use chemical signals, pheromones, in urine, and secretions to convey their reproductive status and mood. Despite their thick skin, elephants regularly bathe in mud and dust. This not only cools them but also protects against sunburn and parasites. Their trunks can perform delicate tasks such as picking up a single blade of grass or cracking a peanut shell without damaging the seed. A matriarch's memory is so critical that her recollections of seasonal resources can determine the entire herd's survival. Elephants are cultural libraries. Knowledge about migratory paths and water sources is passed down through generations. Researchers believe elephants might have a rudimentary form of language due to the complex variety of their vocalizations. They can discriminate between hundreds of individual voices and even name each other using unique low-frequency calls. Elephants sometimes use their trunks to greet one another by intertwining them, a ritual akin to a handshake. In times of stress or excitement, elephants have been recorded dancing by swaying their massive bodies rhythmically. They can remember specific human faces and may even differentiate between individuals who are kind or threatening. Some elephants have been noted to mimic environmental sounds, including the rumble of trucks or even human laughter. As keystone species, elephants dramatically shape their environments by uprooting trees and dispersing seeds across vast areas. Their dung plays a vital ecological role, fertilizing soil and serving as a food source for dung beetles and other animals. The loss of older, experienced elephants due to poaching can disrupt herd culture, leaving younger individuals adrift without guidance. Elephants have been known to adjust their migratory routes when traditional paths are blocked by human development. Some captive elephants display creative problem-solving skills, such as unlocking gates or opening latches with their trunks. They show lateral preference. Some prefer using the left side of their trunk while others favor the right, much like human-handedness. An elephant's sense of smell is up to 4 times more powerful than that of a bloodhound, helping them locate water and food. In captivity, elephants sometimes develop stress behaviors such as repetitive swaying when they lack enough stimulation. Their social bonds are so strong that a separated elephant may become depressed and show signs of grief for prolonged periods. Elephants are capable of cooperative problem-solving. In experiments, they have successfully coordinated with one another to retrieve out-of-reach food. They can hear sounds transmitted through the ground, using their feet to detect distant thunderstorms or the movement of other animals. Some herds have been observed to use distinct greetings that differ from one group to another, suggesting regional dialects. Elephants have an astonishingly high number of neurons in their brains, comparable in number to those in humans, supporting complex cognitive functions. Their trunk's tip is so sensitive that even the slight texture of a leaf or a raindrop can be discerned. When excited, elephants trumpet loudly, a sound that can be heard for miles and is often used to coordinate group movements. In certain situations, elephants have been seen leading a young outsider back to their herd, suggesting an innate sense of social responsibility. Elephants can learn by observation. Young calves mimic the behaviors of older individuals, such as foraging techniques. They have been known to use objects in their surroundings, like rocks or branches, as rudimentary tools to scratch hard-to-reach places. Elephants' large brains are supported by an exceptionally rich network of blood vessels, which help meet their high metabolic needs. In some regions, elephants have begun to alter their daily routines to avoid human contact, such as shifting their activity to nighttime. Studies indicate that elephants can perform basic arithmetic, distinguishing between different quantities of food. Their ability to count might help them gauge the number of individuals in rival herds during conflicts. Elephants have been observed to exhibit behaviors resembling playfulness, such as chasing one another in open fields. They sometimes engage in trunk wrestling as a form of social play and conflict resolution. In a rare twist, some elephants have been seen initiating contact with humans, seemingly curious about our presence. Elephants' skin is riddled with wrinkles that not only cool them, but may also play a role in tactile sensing. The formation of trunk wrinkles begins in the womb, with the number of folds doubling in early gestation. Elephants have been noted to investigate unfamiliar objects by touching them with their trunk, almost as if they are reading the object. Their complex vocalizations include rumbles that carry information about an elephant's emotional state and identity. Some scientists believe that elephants may be able to name each other through unique vocal signatures. Elephants have a unique behavioral response to the sound of rain. They often start moving toward known water sources as soon as the first drops fall. Their ability to detect and respond to minute changes in the environment is thought to be one reason they have survived for millions of years. Elephants are sensitive to the vibrations produced by their own footsteps, which may help them navigate in dense forests. They have been observed rubbing their trunks on trees, a behavior that may help remove parasites or even mark territory with their scent. In captivity, elephants sometimes use creative methods to escape enclosures, demonstrating both intelligence and resourcefulness. Some herds exhibit a cultural transmission of knowledge, where migration routes and foraging techniques are passed down through generations. Elephants have been known to console one another, approaching a distressed companion with gentle touches and close physical contact. They are among the few species that have been documented to display what appears to be a sense of humor. Elephants' reproductive cycles are among the longest in the animal kingdom, with females having a gestation period of 18 to 22 months. A newborn elephant calf weighs around 100 kilograms, yet is up and walking within minutes of birth. In Musth, male elephants emit a distinctive, tar-like secretion from their temporal glands that has a strong odor and signals their reproductive state. Elephants' tusks, which are actually modified incisors, grow continuously throughout their lives. Due to intense poaching, many female elephants are now born tuskless, a mysterious evolutionary response to human hunting. Elephants have been documented to modify their behavior in response to changes in climate, such as altering their daily activity patterns during droughts. Their ability to adapt to fragmented habitats is a key reason they can still be found in human-dominated landscapes. In some regions, elephants have been seen deliberately avoiding waterholes with high concentrations of toxic blue-green algae. The mysterious mass die-off of over 350 elephants in Botswana in 2020 was linked to climate-induced toxic water, a grim reminder of environmental change. Elephants can eavesdrop on the conversations of other elephants, using subtle auditory cues to gauge group dynamics. Some elephants have been observed to mimic the sounds of other animals, or even mechanical noises, indicating vocal learning abilities. Their trunk behaviors can be so individual that no two elephants use their trunk exactly the same way. Elephants' tactile sensitivity through their trunks is so advanced that even the fine texture of a human hand can be discerned. They sometimes play with water by spraying it into the air, creating a kind of spontaneous fountain display.